Hello, good morning to my fellow YouTubers. I can share something that is very hurtful, very sad to the life I went through when I was young. Okay, you know what though? That I'm gonna talk about workplace bullying and racism. That's what it's still pain me to this day, even though I managed to get a job that gave me peace and relaxation and give me ability to provide for my family and myself. And yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm retired now. I've been retired since October. Okay, that I'm gonna tell you, the pain still in me. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you one thing though. When I grew up in the ghetto, okay, just poor and struggling, I also been abused by my father. You know what though? I beat them. I beat them easily. Okay, well I'm not gonna say easily, but that like I did beat them in the sense that I'm the one who make things happen, and why the bullies in the hood is still what they this around my age and still do what they do, and many of them are dead in prison. Okay, so you know what though, that when I thought that that I'm gonna have a good journey in my dream job, and I took a job with the California Conservation Corps. Okay, so it's like a entry level position, job training program. Also get paid what I'm doing. Okay, I won many awards. Okay, and I done my job well, and I was a trained firefighter. Then I took a job with the U.S. Forest Service. Okay, you know what? When I was on engine crew, okay, it was just it was a I done quite well and all that. Then when I got on the hotshot crew, okay, and later on, but before I got on the hotshot crew, there's one particular person, this like I say, have resentful that they ought to fit their stereotype. And when I got on the hotshot crew, he didn't want me around. Okay, he keep on verbally humiliate me in front of my crew. He said, "Get your butt together. I'm not gonna be your babysitter." You know that. But the truth is that I do struggle sometimes. But I done my job quite well. And two, that he stereotyped me because to him I'm not a real firefighter because I work for the California Conservation Corps. Okay, and plus that he has some bad. What happened? He has some bad experience. Also, some has a bad experience of an ex-Corps member who was causing trouble and what I'm beating up his girlfriend in front of her, in the barracks, and some crew member trying to intervene. The crew member that they beat up was his girlfriend on the hotshot crew. Okay, and then and he was on the engine crew. Okay, you know what? That he ended up not getting rehired because of that. But and so what happened is that his buddies or his like I say, maybe the group start harassing me because of that, and because I'm a CCC member. The truth is that there's a white guy who's ex-Corps member on the engine crew. It's so strange that I give him a hard time. I'm gonna tell you, I want you to figure out why. You know what though? That just when I be fighting fires, I'll be struggling sometimes. He keep on telling me I'm a sissy guy, from member of the California Conservation Corps. Okay, so you know what? All the harassment I put up with and by individuals, and you know what though? I decided not to fight fires again because they tore me up inside. Okay, there's no matter what I do, what I accomplish, I'm still being put down no matter what. Okay, so and you know what though? That I left. I took a job with the grocery stores. I worked for Ralph's. Okay, you know what though? That my job was fine, but you know what? Again, that all that stuff's just still going on. Okay, so that I began noticing how white workers who passed their probation managed to get a full-time job, and why it took me a while just to get moved from bagger to meat clerk. Okay, and some of the black people who are baggers, and I'm gonna tell you, I've been coming for a long time. Okay, and also my coworker, he's a black coworker. He told me that he's quitting because he said he found a better job. He said that that I'm getting tired of bagging groceries about 4 years, and I've seen white people, like white males in general, getting passed over. You know something though, that there's one white guy who got hired the same day as I do in 1990. You know what happened? A black clerk, would train him into a position of a full-time clerk. You know what happened? Training him to do dairy and all that. Guess what happened? The white guy got promoted to do a dairy manager within a year, and he passed with that black guy who been with grocery store for a long time. But you know what? Though he ended up becoming grocery manager 10 years about years later. Okay, and you know what though? Like when I become a meat clerk, okay, it was fine though. Everything's fine. I have a meat manager who's like a white Southern Republican. Me and him get along just fine. And you know what though? That he's a true union man. That he was butting heads with the management. Okay, all that. Then what happened? He's the type of person who he just do a job and go home and don't associate with nobody. He wouldn't even go to a company picnic. Okay. So he said that there are a lot of people I don't get along with. I know. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Once I finish my job, I go home and spend time with family. I don't hang out with my coworkers. Okay. You know what though? Like soon as he left, that things in the meat department started to fall apart. Okay. So that. I have one guy, like work with him, like he's a Latino guy and all that. So, how the other meat manager, keep on, giving him a hard time and all that because he's a slacker. I work hard, he does. They know what happened next. That when another meat manager moved in, I'm getting notice that he started giving him more hours, more position, and make him a day person. All right, he's a slacker. Okay, and then what happened was that he was slowly undermining me, okay? Like they gave him the position of a day worker. All right? Truth is, he's a smaller meat clerk. He's small. He's the weakest of all the meat clerks, and he's not strong enough to lift meat. He was strong enough to pull pallets. So they have him do day person. All he do is wrap meat, and all of a sudden he start doing paperwork that's not allowed in the union. I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, there's several meat cutters come and go. There's another meat clerk, okay? That I'm gonna tell you, I won't give out his name because he's named Frank Martino. That as soon as he moved to Poway, he changed. Okay, he became snobbish, and he started giving customers who are black Latinos a hard time. Okay, he would even grind steaks, boneless steaks for a black man, or he wouldn't even sell whole case chicken for a black man. Like one of my neighbors told me what Frank did. Okay, but like he ordered whole case chicken for a family barbecue, and Frank refused to sell it to him because his excuse was, I don't have any more. And it turned out that he went to the store director and the manager gets to take chicken out of the back. He never sold it. And you know what? I don't know he got in trouble or not, but you know what? That person's like, I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe how the company managed to keep him there. I'm gonna tell you, when a year goes on, okay, then me, Craig, Mario, and Frank finally got together to gang up on me. They're undermining me. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Until one day that I made a mistake on weighing products. You know what Frank did? You know what Frank did? He went to the store director and reported me. Okay, to my opinion is he was being a rat and he's being a snitch. Because in truth, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not the way to do things. Because man, I'm gonna tell you, the other meat cutter, other meat manager will bring that to attention and say, don't do that again, because store director will get fined for that. So what happened was that angered. No, I'm gonna tell you, that angered my store director. Okay, and also that's when Frank started saying many lies about me. Okay, what he did, and plus he covered for that Mario person. All right, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm the one who come in early. Because the meat department need help. I'm the one to do everything. They send me to different stores to help out. I'm gonna tell you what though. That I was so angry. I was up all night. Okay, it scared my wife because she thought I was gonna kill somebody. It's gonna kill somebody at work tomorrow. That's how angry I was. But on that I said to her, I said, look, you know what? I'll transfer to another store. Okay, that is all. Okay, so okay, you know what? I went to work I'll calm down a bit. Truth is, I was tempting to bust his head open with a pot. And after I splashed hot water in his face, okay, that's how angry I was. I decided not to do that because it's not worth it. I'm gonna tell you what, though. I continue my work. I'm gonna tell you something funny what happened, okay? The way Frank is. Okay. The night before, a customer asked, like she had a ground sirloin beef, okay? She wanted me to mark it down. First time I told her, I said, ma'am, listen, I'm not allowed to do this. Only the meat manager are allowed to do that, okay? I'm gonna tell you, they don't even mark down products. This has been left over. A day later, okay? Not tonight, okay? Okay, what happened? Now, next morning, okay? There's about hours before I go to work. My coworker is a black coworker. He called me and said, James, you better come to work because Frank again is undermining you. Go over like when you're having a customer approached him and said, call James because Frank is at it again. Okay. All right, because Frank went off on me over a ground beef that wasn't there. Then like Paige calls James Baker. Nobody showed up. And now me cut off Frank and said, Frank, what's going on? He was yelling. He was yelling, screaming, and like he said, no, Jay, I'll take you upstairs, okay? Let's go upstairs. We'll talk over to the management of ops. Okay, and when Frank starts slandering me, the first thing I said, hey, Dave, I didn't say that. The only thing I said, if the product was still there, the meat cutter marked it, okay? And then it turned out that the customer made that up, right? But the truth is, you know what happened? Frank yelled. Very degrading term. James has been here for 6 years. Six times get wrong information. He was all screaming, yelling, all that. You know what? I said, man. It sounded like the guy got bipolar because the other meat clerk, she told me that he went off on him too because you know what though? He's like bipolar. What happened? He got marriage problems or something like that. My opinion is his wife was leaving him for a black man, okay, and gonna take his house away from him. That's probably the reason why he was acting up. Okay. Then his boy Mario was trying to boss you around, like he tried to boss you around, tell me I do this and that, and I just brushed it off because he was even other meat clerks don't like him because he forced one of them out because he keep getting into trouble. So he quit because he told one meat clerk told me he quit because he didn't want to end up in jail for beating Mario up. Okay. You know what? What's some funny thing that happened? About days. I'm gonna tell you about days after Frank and Mario got me in trouble. Mario, mom calling sick. I wonder why. And what happened? I had to cover his shift. Okay, days later, turned out that he got arrested for domestic violence. He beat up his wife. And you know what's so funny? He's a married man living with his mother, who drive a 2-door sedan with $1,000 rims. Okay, all right. So he's a divorce now. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what, though. I'm gonna tell you. I was transferred to Food Blast. Okay, the store's fine though. Working part time. I'm working stay for 1 year. Then in between that time, Mario got sexual harassed a coworker. They fired him. He transferred to another store where a former director of the store he used to work at goes to. I'm gonna tell you about double standards there, okay? When I work in Food Blast in Santee, California, where it's known as Clan T, all right? Now you know what I'm gonna tell you, a customer was being disrespectful, and I told her off, and guess what happened? She called the area manager on me. I got a write-up. Okay, Food Blast and Ralph's, they're owned by the same company. Okay, I got in trouble for it. I said to myself, Frank, they done nothing with Frank. It was with being rude to all the customers, and I made one mistake. They're respecting the customer. I got in trouble, but I said to myself, it's time for me to leave because I'm not gonna cater to that community, and plus, I'll no longer be with a company who will protect their white workers from any wrongdoing and end up targeting me. Okay, I'm gonna talk about racism again. Mario got charged with sexual harassment, but I'm gonna tell you, there are about 3 African American co-workers that I know who got sexual harassed co-worker. What they deserve it. You know what happened? They got fired. Okay. Also, that store director up in used to work at Ralph Store in Rosemont. He has a reputation of causing, but like abusing his workers and all that. The company did not fire him. They demoted him to clerk to move him out there. That like his story was on Primetime Live. Okay. And the Ross workers that she harassed, like they quit the company, and you know what? They forever in a lot of pain. Okay, you know what though? Like I went back to the Forest Service for one season. Okay, you know what happened? I still carry that anguish from my past job with me. What happened was that John True's wife, that's the guy who gave me a hard time working Montgomery Lounge. She's rubbing in the face that she bought the house. Okay, you know what? It did upset me because people like her and her husband denied me owning a home someday. Okay, so you know I'm gonna tell you what happened down the line. There was another troublemaker. All right. Causing problems, the company do nothing. And what happened? One day he assaulted my dead mother. I got in a fight, beat crap out, and I got fired. Okay. I'll try and come back being a firefighter again, and it didn't happen. Yeah, yes it did. Yes, it did impress me. Then what happened? What happened was that I took a job with Transit. Done kind of well. You know what? I'm at peace now. No workplace bullying whatsoever. I'm gonna tell you. My workplace is very diverse. I've done that job. I'm gonna tell you. In between, I have a son now, and I'm gonna tell you. Now I retired. Okay. You know what though? It took me until age 32 to have a full-time job. You know what? Got to remember about racism. Okay, that people of color do have a hard time in the workplace. Okay, it's a stereotype. Okay, it's a good old boy system. A lot of bullying, a lot of abuse. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what though. I'm gonna tell you, but I did retire though. But you know, I wish I should have more, but I got to go with what I have. I'm seeing like the best job I didn't have no interest in, the best job I ever have. So I'm gonna tell you, all you workers out there, the workers of color, I'm gonna tell you, if the toxic work environment is so bad, okay, and they come in and do a thing, just go do something else. That's not a sign of weakness, okay? That'll save you from a lot of mental anguish. I also got something to tell you though. When I was a bus driver again, guess what I saw again in La Jolla? On my bus route, John True, the firefighter, gave me a hard time years later, probably wearing his Forest Service hat. You know what? I didn't say hi to him. I was bulldogging him in anger. You know what? He didn't see me though. He was talking to his wife, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna walk on by while I was on a bus loading passengers. Because you know what though? Like if he did saw me, I would keep staring at him. But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I bet his kids are abusers too. So everybody, just have a very nice day. Take care.